From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Chicago Bears.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
Bro, this nigga just came back.
The first down carry here for Charles. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheme.
Bro, I tell y'all, bro, y'all killing me with these motherfucking... I just want to know why I'm the only nigga getting hit like this.
Guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first down throw coming for Vick. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
From the 29, Vick, throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. They'll run from the gun with Charles. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now an inside handoff for Charles. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Favre. He's got Lewis. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll throw on 1st down with Favre. And a catch made by Hopkins. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is far. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles, really put it on those receivers.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Favre to throw. Incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Why?
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Vick. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Now a look.
Come on, bro.
Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down.
That's the nigga replacing the nigga who got hurt.
Take a break. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Vick. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Moss. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Favre. It's complete to Hopkins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Far throw pulled in by Kittle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So into Bear territory now. This is first.
That's what none of y'all niggas got over there. That's in the quarterback.
Just using size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Favre. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Favre. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else.
What up, Mine? What up, Mine?
In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. Vic now.
Come on.
It's incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Vic's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And out of bounds just shy of the 40. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So a nice run right there. And worth mentioning their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence. But this is
no, niggas, y'all fucked me over with that last week.
You can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. He's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have
No, just Jamal Charles.
from games going
All
on
the
during
Jones is still
another
out.
busy Sunday in the National Football League. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, Charles. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making
Julio come back next week.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really,
And the other two come back the following
in the
week.
run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition.
Touchdown, Bears! A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. To extend their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws,
That one hurt.
the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
And why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, you forgot because he wasn't doing shit
The Bucs going to take over now late in this first half.
against y'all
Take
niggas.
over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
That nigga was fucking over top of us every fucking game we played when you had him, but when I got him, this nigga just average
First
Randy.
down, Favre sets up the screen to Lewis. And he got blown up on that one. Back at the 20. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw is Favre.
Bruh. Somebody gotta get to this nigga. Thank you, Troy Powell. Why the fuck you even fucking rushing?
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's
Chemistry, that's Randy
Indeed,
Moss.
stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Like, they done fucked up my goddamn depth chart.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Sanders. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
I seen that shit. I was watching that shit.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Vic sliding out of the pocket.
God damn it, I threw it right to that nigga. It's fucking 2 this game.
And he's getting back in the closing stages of the first half. A young quarterback Charles, rolling to his right, and I know he's right-handed.
I wouldn't expect that nigga Randy to outrun
Maybe
Javon
a
like
veteran
that.
sticks in his pocket.
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that would be incomplete. Dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. He'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for. We're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to get the ball up. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And Sanders now to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
I lost a right tackle in this game. The nigga who just came back from injury a couple weeks ago. I hurt again.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And able to get this one across the 45.
What they say he did. I can't remember what they say
now
he
we
did.
get into the psychology of the whole thing because...
Let's see what this. Dislocated hip.
lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Escaping the pressure right. Moss going to have a first down and more. And down to the 27-yard line.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks.
Ah, come on, bro.
Show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Vick. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
KP, you got washed.
Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a lot of times,
Oh yeah, bro, yeah.
either go for
Alright,
nothing
nigga
or
ain't
they go
scouting
for big
shit.
yardage. And here, they got to the
Nigga ain't
outside, turned
scouting.
it upfield,
I ain't
and ended
scouting
up getting a nice little
shit.
gain out of it.
Second and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Charles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind
Who the fuck is
line
this
of
nigga?
scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third
W.
down
Banks.
to throw, Vic. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Vic to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. That time, a 9-play drive, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First and 10, it's Favre. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying
What
ahead
the
of
fuck?
schedule. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Come on, bro.
He's making the catch. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They run with Lewis out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't.
Come on.
Line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They try again with Lewis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding up for everyone else to help him out.
And with the scoreboard against him here in the
This was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there, finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now back to throw. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going.
They'll try and throw for it with Favre.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Bro, I didn't order shit.
The Bears now ready to take over again. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
They'll try to eat some clock now with Charles. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left
Fuck
side.
y'all. That Madden 20.
Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 78 yards.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as
I
they
got a
extend
package
their
and I ain't
lead
ordered
here
shit.
this 4th quarter.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
It's
significantly,
skyrocketed.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, that's hard. That's hard. It's a gift from the Wonder Years.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
These niggas sent me a heated vest.
At the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but
Bro,
that
what the
just has not
fuck?
been the case.
Shout out to the Wonder Years, man. They stay sending me. Then they sent me shirts and hats and now fucking bubble vests. I hope that mean they ain't kicking me off.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going underneath for Lewis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now we'll throw here.
How was that not big?
A powerful stiff arm that frees him. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
There we go.
Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
Hell yeah, I was like, Brian, what the shit?
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, that reminds me, bro. Them AirPods I bought up off you, I lost them bitches like yesterday. Oh, that shit had me so hurt. Oh, that shit had me so hurt. And I broke my Apple Watch a couple weeks ago.
The folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Favre on 2nd down. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. He'll be taken down, but not before they
I get sick of these niggas not catching these picks.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Not much there, only a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Six yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hopkins.
What?
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is
Yeah, I'm more happy.
Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
so for the Bears, they remain one of the hottest
Oh, this is
teams out there
rechargeable
as the
battery.
win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall.
That nigga got hurt. Five weeks. Come on, bro. My man's coming back now. Thank you. Man, somebody got the hacks out there. God damn. Oh, nope, 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 nope. I can't do that yet. Okay.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led by a three-time Pro Bowler in his fifth season. It's Deshaun Watson.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
down now. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Deshaun Watson, and when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football, but that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. And last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Davis, they'll try to run for it.
Sure, he ain't get over that line. Come on.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Watson's throw complete there to Rice.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Fuck.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So here's Vic following the interception. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that.
Oh, I forgot my dog was back.
Because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoffs.
Just that fast.
All of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
So I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Vick operating on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Vick eluding the pressure right. Throw right side going to be complete to Moss. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Vick's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there,
touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. There's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Here's Watson.
Getting this ball out wide for Davis.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Touchdown, 49ers.
That nigga held the ball with 2 hands the whole fucking time.
3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
from the gun, a give to Davis. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freeing up the D linemen to make the play.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. To throw is Watson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That time, a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Now Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football, so to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
That's taken on the 25. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll buy some time right.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there as the first half is winding down, and the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge play there for Chicago.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the 3rd quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second down now, it's Charles. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, To watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball to run.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Julio Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. And it's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
From the 31, Watson, blitz coming, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. On second down, it's Charles. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down, Vic.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Vic will look to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Vic. And he's going to be intercepted.
Get the fuck out of here.
Picked off near the 32. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping
hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 13 yards remaining on second down. From the 50, it's Watson. Dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down. Watson. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Back to the air, Watson on second down. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Vick now.
He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
There's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Watson's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. On first down, it's Watson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Watson looks to throw again. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Niners on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw again on second down. Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off at the 36. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown.
Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Watson on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, "What do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out?" He said, "Oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two."
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are just saying, "Hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning."
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they fall a game under the 500 mark.